It was a Sunday morning about 6 years ago, and I felt the cold hand of anxiety squeeze my chest so that I could hardly breathe. I had an overwhelming sense of impending doom because I had just had one of those marathon relapses and I was just so tired of this. All I wanted was to have a decent life, but all this relapsing just made my life go in circles. Before my relapse, I had had a pretty good streak where I did some healthy things, sure. I did some exercise, I took some cold showers, meditated and so on, but it was not like I had been going hard with that. That's it, I thought. If I, as a result of this relapse tonight, make my next streak 100% perfect, the relapse was actually not for nothing. So I sat down at my kitchen table and made a daily plan. I had listened to Gary Wilson's radio show where Todd Becker talked about things you could do to help upregulate your dopamine receptors. And I thought, man, I'm going to go so hard with those now to help me recover and build a super streak. So I decided that I would get up 1 hour earlier every morning so that I would have time to do 30 minutes of cardio before work, followed by a 3 to 5 minute cold shower and a 30-minute meditation session. I would also do intermittent fasting every day, and I wouldn't start eating until after my workday was over at 4 p.m. Then I'd hit the gym, after which I was going to do 1 more hour of meditation. I was also going to turn off my internet connection at 7 p.m. and take another 5-minute cold shower after that. So the next week rolled around, and you know what? I actually did all those things for about 5 days, and then I just gave up and relapsed again. 3 days in a row. Okay, so what did I do wrong there? Well, it's kind of obvious when I put it like this. I made my rebooting schedule way too hard. But the fact is, after you have a relapse, it is easy to become blind to this because you're feeling so bad and you desperately want to find some way to make up for it. But listen very carefully now, because I'm not saying you shouldn't do healthy things. It depends on where you are coming from. What did your schedule look like your last 3 to 4 streaks? If you didn't do much at all, then suddenly incorporating a super hard schedule is a big mistake and will only end up with you giving it up and probably relapsing on top of it. Instead, there are 2 ways forward that you could choose to go here. Number 1, if you want to go with a harder rebooting routine, then make a cycle out of it. Look at what you did your last couple of months and add a few things to it to make it harder, but then only shoot for example, 5 days on and then take 2 days off. And then you cycle 5 days on, 2 days off. And by off, I don't mean that you allow yourself to relapse, but that you take 2 days where you do a bit less of the exercise, cold showers, fasting and so on. Because here's the thing, if you do make it hard and you don't do it like this, it's going to be extremely difficult for your mind to make you do it because it's ever ongoing. There's no end to it. Or then you could do it like this. Number 2, set your rebooting up in a way so that you're able to do it even on those really bad days. And then if you want to, you can add things as a bonus on the days you feel a bit better. This is much better because now you won't give up on your rules. And that's crucial because once you start giving up on those, everything tends to spiral out of control. Alright, I hope you found this informative, and if you did, consider subscribing for more. And oh hey guys, by being a dopamine focused warrior, you're truly walking an amazing journey. Dopamine is the secret to life. It's both mysterious and precious, and just as long as we keep focusing it on the right stuff, we have wonderful things to come for sure.